All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome to Lyra Sports Unfiltered, first and 10. Here we talk about NFL college, Commanders, and Hurricanes. So, with that being said, it looks like Tua Tagovailoa will be hitting the bench. Yeah, it looks like the big fish is about to hit that sidelines for Quinn Ewers. Now, I was wondering where Quinn Ewers was because he his last 2 years at Texas wasn't that good. He didn't play too well. He threw a lot of interceptions. But before then, I was very high on him winning a Heisman and potentially being a Washington Commander. But nevertheless, Tua seems to find himself on the bench. We already know the history of Tua with his concussions. He got paid a lot of money. And now it looks like in order for Mike McDaniels to save his job, he gonna have to do the right thing. He gonna have to put a quarterback in there that could really give this offense some life. And Tour seemed like he doesn't have it. Like I said, he done had several concussions. One where it made him seize up on the field a couple of years ago. But let's hear what Adam Scheffler has to say about Tua.
Now, Shefty, let's talk about what happened in Miami. Tua Tagovailoa no longer the starter. Quinn Ewers is the new starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. What does this mean? This is a dawning of a new day, whole new era. Tua chapter closed in Miami. Is that how we should read this?
Yeah, I think it's time to start playing the numbers game. And we've seen this play out before in Denver with Russell Wilson, in New York with Aaron Rodgers. When we talk about the teams with the largest cap hits that absorb the contracts of quarterbacks that they once thought were going to be their future, I think you have to turn to Denver and the Jets for instructive ways as to how they handled it. The Denver Broncos this season still have $32 million in dead cap money against their cap for moving on from Russell Wilson. It was initially over $50 million last year against their cap. It's $32 million this year against their cap, and they still have the best record in the AFC currently. The Jets moved on with a $49 million cap charge from Aaron Rodgers. Tua Tagovailoa is going to have a $99 million cap charge if they decide to move on from him. That would be the single largest cap charge in NFL history, and they certainly could spread it out. There are a couple of ways to look at this. They could release him after June 1st. They could see if they wind up trading him in much the way that the Houston Texans once traded Brock Osweiler along with a draft pick to the Cleveland Browns. I remember the day that story happened, and Bill Polian was on the desk there at ESPN, and he's like, that can't be. Nobody ever trades a player and a pick to take on the contract. But these are different times with some larger contracts, and this certainly would be in that category. But clearly Miami is going to be moving forward without Tua, one way or another. You don't make the decision to bench him and go with a rookie quarterback in Quinn Ewers without the idea that you're essentially separating right now. It's just a question of how the relationship officially dissolves and how they move on from him. But this was the first step in that happening. They have begun the process of moving on from him.
And to me, you have to. I mean, a $99 million cap hit is bad business, bro. And somebody might need a quarterback that pretty much will take on his contract. To be honest with you, they probably would. But at this moment in time, I don't see nobody doing it. I really don't see nobody taking on that contract because the fact of the matter is, Tua's contract is so big, so massive. And if you don't move on from him now, yeah, you could release him June 1st to hope to resolve some of that cap space, but you got to see, you got to see. So to me, it's pretty bad. But Tua took to the media and had his words and see what he had to say.
Um, Naturally, I'd say I'm disappointed. I think it's normal human emotion. But, outside of that, I got to do my part. My role here right now is to help whoever the quarterback is going to be for this team, to lead this team, help in whatever way I can. to help the team win this game on Sunday.
What did Mike say to you?
We just had a brief conversation about changing the quarterback.
What was your reaction at that point?
Disappointed. I mean, I'm not happy about it, but something out of my control.
Hey, at these times, man, teams want to win, and if you ain't winning, you're sinning. And here we go. Dolphins dead money hits if Tua Tagovailoa is moved in the offseason. If you cut him before June 1st, it's $99.2 million. After June 1st, it becomes $67.4 million. Trade him, it goes down to $45.2 million. He has $54 million of his salary guaranteed in 2026. Wow. Let me be honest with y'all. I would have moved on from him. Let me see. Jaden Daniels is a rookie. I would have moved on from him last year. I would have drafted somebody. I would have drafted one of them. Well, they did. They drafted Quinn Ewers last year. But to me, this right here, the Dolphins are going to be in a world of hurt, to be honest with you. The Dolphins is going to be in a world of hurt because the fact of the matter is they going to have to pretty much stink for the next couple of years. I say for at least 2 years. They're going to have to stink. And if Quinn Ewers becomes that guy that they're looking for in these next 3 games, then they could build around him and then start getting the ball rolling to build a team around him. You might want to trade Devon Achane. You might want to look to try to trade Tyreek Hill. You might want to try to trade Jalen Waddle. You might want to try to trade these players to get draft picks to start building this team younger, because you're not going to be with this team now. You're not going to be able to compete in the AFC. Not with the Patriots looking what they looking like. Not with Buffalo still going to be what they looking like. The Jets is bottom of the barrel, so you ain't got to worry about them. But in order for you to really put this team in a future way, you got to see what Quinn Ewers looks like. If Quinn Ewers shows something these next 3 games by the end of the season, then the Dolphins could figure out, hey, we can move forward with him. But I will still draft a quarterback. To be honest with you, I would draft a quarterback just in case Quinn Ewers isn't that guy. You know what I'm saying? But then I will start looking to trade pieces, like trade Devon Achane, trade Jalen Waddle, get Tyreek Hill out of there. I mean, you got to try to get capital, because to be honest with you, and then try to trade Tua and get something back for him, and then start building this team going forward. This team has to get younger. This team can't compete no more. I think this team ceiling has capped. They can't go any further, and now they have to go back and get younger and rebuild a little bit. And if Mike McDaniel is that guy, then you want to do this now. But if he's not that guy, then you might as well go ahead and blow it up and get rid of everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Live Wire Sports Media Unfiltered, 1st and 10. Until the next episode, guys, you know what it is.